Hi, everybody. Welcome to our Monday Team Global Aloha Zoom. Super excited you can be here. What day is it, right? We're all in this together. I'll tell you what, it's been quite a ride so far. I hope you're all safe. I hope you're all staying healthy and doing everything you can to, stay on the positive vibration because it's really real out there right now on so many levels. I am going to do some fun stuff today. We are going to have rank advancements. I'm going to share some awesome notes that I just pulled out of my relics from books that I have that are filled up from old elite academies. And I just love going through those because you can really get back down into the basics and it's all still relevant. It's amazing. A little bit about some announcements. Let me just make sure I have everything set up. Have you guys been on the Tuesday webinars? Hands? I see some hands. The ones that the corporate has set up for us. Oh, good. It's incredible. And every week we have an elite doing a webinar with the slides that corporate has provided. And it's great. I've been seeing amazing numbers show through from people that go on there and people that are staying plugged in. And then also the Saturday trainings. I cannot say enough good things about those. I'm just hoping that we never stop doing them. They are so powerful and so exciting to hear everyone's share that are, big in our company and have the success. And really this is a follow the leader game. It's a heart business. It's a game of consistency and being coachable. And these people that are sharing have paved the way for us. All we have to do is put one foot in front of the other and listen to what they say and do it. And, the journey may be harder for some than the others, but being able to plug in on Saturdays is huge. So if you don't, know the time, if you're new, get with your upline, get with the person that invited you and signed you up. And we're going to make sure that you're plugged into that. So, I am going to share some things I'm super excited about. Rank advancements. It's my favorite part of the entire, I'm not kidding you, of the entire month. It's people that either, are doing the work consistently and getting the success, or people that come in and get a few customers or get a distributor and so they rank advance, or they come in on a platinum pack, which means that you are already a pro one. It's really exciting. So let me make sure I have all of these people on here, and then we are going to do this. All right, you ready for this? Pro ones, which is 1,000 in organizational volume. Laura Delgado, I had a great conversation with her last week. Laura, you're awesome. Over on Maui, we're gonna rock this thing. Ursula Passion, Nicole, and if I'm butchering your name, forgive me. McCotton, Raina Donahue, Sheena Fukuda, Sonia Quijada, is that right? I hope it was. It's a great, beautiful name. Nikki Mowat, I know her as Nikki Lee. Hey, Nikki, so glad you're on board now. This is so fun. Tani Don, amazing. Pro twos, Amy Hodel, one of my dearest, oldest friends, has come in and hit the ranks of Pro 2 in a few days. Really, really awesome. Ilana Smolkin, good job. We hung out in Cancun, the last trip that any of us will take for a long time. And that was incredible to just hang out with you. I'm so proud of you. You're doing the work, and it's showing $2,500 in organizational volume every month. That's a big deal. So who else do we got here? Pro 3, Darcy Karakran from Florida. We love you. She is a powerhouse. Will be an elite in no time, I'm sure. And then Pro 4, Susan and Jamie Alden. I can't say enough good things about this power duo. They just are all heart. They literally come with their heart on the sleeve, and they just want more than anything to help people with their health. And now that they're realizing that they can pull people out of the mud with an opportunity, it's just watch out. They'll be on the stage in no time as well. It's incredible. So a little bit about myself, if you don't know who I am. So a lot of you are new. If you're watching the replay, again, welcome. But I'm Daize Goodwin. I'm your upline. And I come all the way from the North Shore of Kauai. And I found this about almost, I think, 7.5 years ago, and found it is being as most skeptical as you could be. Watch the products change not only my life, but people that I love. And, you know, I started to grow the business. I started to realize that people talk about things that work. And I realized that our products over deliver. And I realized that I had a chance to not only give my family some serious financial freedom if I just stuck with it long enough, but also I could pull my friends from dark places, like where I was when I found this. So this is real, everybody. This cannot be more of an opportune time to talk to people about these products, but also to talk to people about what we're doing here as a business. I just read this morning, I have a lot of notes for you today. Google News, is that what it's called? Rusty would know. Anyways, the fitness industry is shutting down. The fitness industry is shutting down. I don't know if you heard that, but they are so concerned with health and wellness. And we have an answer because of what we, you know, encapsulate as a company. It's powerful, powerful stuff. So think of any fitness person that you know. I mean, it's I think a $340 million industry, something crazy. And it's completely shut down. Google Finance, excuse me, that's who said it. This is big news. This is just crazy. And I just want to make sure that you guys know what we're able to offer. We're able to offer where you can tell your friends information and they tell their friends information, and people are able to spread the news about the only product that's out there that's patented that can activate you on a cellular level. This is big, big stuff. Backed by peer-reviewed research, publicly traded. I'm just going to read you the stats, everybody, of what happened in 2019 with our company. And you'll realize where we are and what we have. And if this doesn't build your belief, then I may have to send it to you so you can read the black and white, because this is on its way to momentum, this company. We've never been groomed and primed ready for momentum than now. Listen to this. April 21st, LifeVantage CEO Darren Jensen named board of directors of Direct Sellers Association. It's a big deal. LifeVantage reports highest quarterly revenue in company history. Second quarter revenue, $52.2 million increase. Now, this is all before the coronavirus. I'm just going to say that. April 24th, for the third consecutive year, LifeVantage was recently named one of the best places to work in the direct selling industry. May 1st, LifeVantage has launched its third European market in the past 8 months in Ireland. May 6, 2019, LifeVantage announces today the appointment of Aaron Brockovich as its board of directors, to its board of directors. I mean, I could stop there, and you know this is a big deal, but I'm not, because it keeps going. LifeVantage has been awarded a Silver Stevie Award for Best New Product in the 17th Annual American Business Awards for its True Science Hair Care System, launched in October. July 2nd, LifeVantage Corporation announced today it has been added to the Russell 3000 Index following the annual reconstructive effective after the market opened July 1st, 2019. I mean, we could go on and on. 10th anniversary in the Elite Academy with over 5,000 distributors in Kansas City, Missouri. Who was there? Raise your hand. That was fun. I love it. Love when you see you guys. LifeVantage announces financial results for the fourth fiscal year and full fiscal year of 2019. A revenue increased by 11%. Can you guys tell we're going somewhere? We're on our way up. And all this was before our whole world fell apart. So I just want you to hold on to that. October 7th, LifeVantage expands its flagship Tandem product line during its Elite Academy in Long Beach with the NAD product. I love that product. Oh my gosh. It keeps me on my toes, that is for sure. November 12th, LifeVantage opens for business in New Zealand. Big. January 9th, 2020, LifeVantage posts record second quarter preliminary revenue of $61 million and introduces free shipping in 2020 and rings the NASDAQ closing bell in honor of Wellness Week. Can you guys tell we're going somewhere? So when this crazy pandemic hit not long after January 2020, and we had the answer, because guess what? I also just read the first week in quarantine, 3.3 million people filed for unemployment. That's the biggest since the 80s. And last week, 6.6 million people in our country are filing for unemployment. Now, don't you think it's just kind of you to reach out and say, hey, I may have something for you to look at? I feel like it's selfish if we don't reach out right now. And that's going to go into my what I'm going to talk about today. And PS, one more announcement. I am going to be doing 2 opportunity Zooms from now on, starting next week, Tuesdays and Fridays. Friday last week maxed out. So Tuesday, I'm also going to be doing one. So if you want to keep inviting, that is working. People that are inviting are getting their people wanting more information. They're wanting to join. They're wanting to take the products. And this is big. One more little story before I get into what I want to share today is my husband came in today and he said, I don't know, some of you may know about this whole 5G thing that's coming out around our whole world and country, and Europe's trying to shut it down. And it's this very controversial thing about how 5G, the new, the new system that's supposed to go into our orbit so that we have faster cell service, is also horrible for the immune system and causes flu-like symptoms and attacks the cellular makeup of our bodies. Now, what he reminded me was really smart. If we have the only product that activates you on a cellular level, don't you think that it is a very, very big opportunity to talk about? I'm just saying. So, okay, let's go into work, and I'll look at the chats later. Really appreciate you guys being on today. This is, these Monday calls are my heart. I swear, I remember when I first started, and I just made this a promise to myself that I was going to be on this Monday call. It wasn't this call, I was a Pro 1 and a Pro 2 and a Pro 3. And we didn't start this call till I was a Pro 5, but I was on the call every Monday. It was at 5:30 and it was big, big. So here we go. I'm going to talk about leadership today. And I got to make sure I got my notes. There they are. And I may have to look down. I want to look up at you guys, but I really want to talk to you about leadership, because most of you are already for real leaders. If you're on this call, you know how to be consistent. A lot of you are doing the work to get the action, focusing on the behavior and not the results. And same with one of you, all of you that are watching the replay. You guys know what it takes so far. But in this business, not only do you have to be a leader, but you have to find them. And some of you have already found amazing leaders, and some of you maybe not. And some of you, maybe this is your one thing that you do that's a leader skill. You jump on the call, or you're working on some of your leadership skills. So today I'm just going to bring it at you and let you know how simple it is. It's a 5-step breakdown. And if you're not good at it, you guys, don't beat yourself up. What's so great about this business is that you can make mistakes all the way to the top. I do it all the time. Last week, I overbooked myself. You guys know how crazy I am about sticking to my word and about, being there when I said I'm going to be there, and I overbooked myself. So I make mistakes too, all the way to the top. Our Zoom on Friday, I don't know how many of you were on there, but I think there was, 70, 80 people on there. And guess what? My Zoom literally just stopped 3 or 4 times in the middle of the opportunity video. And I just hopped back on and said, I'm sorry and give me grace. Because here's the truth. Anyone can do this. So if you don't have these leadership skills yet, write them down, get a pen and a paper, and stick them up on your wall and make it happen. This is not some crazy IQ test. This is simple steps that you can do to get there. Now, what is really neat is if you're not there, you only have to find 3 of these leaders to grow your business to the elite ranks. So if it's not you, you can learn as you go, but you can find the leaders by doing the behavior. And the best way to find these leaders, everybody, is to become them. So pat yourself on the back, because I'd say 98% of you are there, and you are. If you're a leader, you know it. So here we go. I'm gonna start with this. Number 1, you guys ready for this? Leaders are independent. Leaders are resourceful, and leaders are problem solvers. So I love when I get on the WhatsApp feed and I scroll through that and I see everyone asking questions. They're not waiting for someone else to find the answer for them. They're asking the questions to get them answered. And that is a true result. That's a result of being a leader, is you problem solve. I always tell my kids, you don't know the answer, you don't know what that is, look in the dictionary. I'm teaching them to become leaders. Now in this business, we have account managers. It's great. When you hit Pro 5, you get an account manager, you have customer service. So there are a lot of ways that you can get your questions answered, which is great. There's Zooms you can plug people into. It's amazing. My goal is to help you to become independent of me, to be your own leader. And you know what I like to ask people when they join my business? How long do you think it's going to take for you to become your leader? How long do you need me to help you? Because you want to make leaders that are ready to fly out of the nest as quick as possible. That can free up time for you to find more leaders and give them the impetus to go and become who they're meant to be. I remember a story, I may have shared this, but you know, I was pregnant with Shine, and I had a meeting over, and some of these girls are on here, they're gonna laugh. I had a meeting on Oahu with like a big wig. I mean, she was like, I don't remember what she was, but a doctor or something. And you know, my girls were so excited, and I was flying over, and it was gonna lead, you know, that was coming to talk. And on my way onto the flight, I start to bleed, and I have to rush to the hospital. I literally have to cut the cord, not that cord, but the cord, to say, you guys, I can't come. And they had to step up and become these leaders. And I watched them over the next few months while I was on bed rest and on my back, become these incredible, incredible leaders. So that's really what you want to do, is not that, but you want to give people that come in what they need to become the leaders that they are destined to be. So I hope that helps. Number 2, becoming a problem solver. When a problem solver is in this business, they're ready. They find a solution, they see a solution quick, and they get resourceful. For me, you know, it's funny being on the FAB, because I have this Thursday call every morning at 6 a.m. and we're brainstorming, we're doing this kind of stuff. But if I don't get, you know, I'm really focusing on sustainability. A lot of you know that. That's my main goal. I swear that's why I'm in the FAB. A sourcing video, all these things that we're trying to do. But if I don't get where I need to go there, I just text the top. I go to Darren, I go to Ryan, I go to Justin Rose, and I am literally once a week texting them different articles, different things. So when I'm getting shut down, that doesn't mean that I'm not going to talk to the guy at the top. And guess what? Last week, I was told that we are having an entire section of corporate that is going to work on sustainability. Are you guys excited about that? Because I am. But what I'm saying is you got to become the problem solver. If you're not getting your numbers in, or if you're not getting, say you're a Pro 4 or a Pro 3, and you really want to get to Pro 6, you need some other legs, become a problem solver. Yay, Christy, woohoo! Become the problem solver. How are you going to solve the problem of replacing your income at home? If you only have maybe 2 legs that are kind of, you know, or maybe you have 1 big leg, or maybe you have no legs. You've got to start from ground zero and start to invite people to the Zooms that I do, or any of the other elites are doing. You got to follow up. You got to go back to that system, simple system of giving the information to people, putting it in front of them, following up, and closing. Are you in or are you out? Become that problem solver. And then when you have a team and they need help, you've got to become their problem solver as well. And it's a beautiful thing, because guess what? You're teaching them and you're duplicating the right behavior. Love that about this, about what we do. Okay, number 3, consistency. You guys hear me talk about this till I'm blue in the face. I cannot say this enough. You've got to be consistent. And if you're like me, I like to have a time period. When I started, I said 6 months. I'll be consistent for 6 months of an hour a day, maybe a little more as I get into this. Then I realized, okay, it's working-ish. You know, I was doing a lot of work, but getting paid some. And I said, okay, I'm going to give it 2 years. 2 years of being consistent, which means every day you're opening your business for LV. Every day you're following up. Every day you're inviting. Not one day here and then next week maybe I'll invite one more person here. You know, this is the time when everyone's looking. So are you taking advantage of that in a good way? Are you reaching up? to people that you never would have before. Those are the people that are actually filing for unemployment right now. It's crazy. I mean, if we didn't have LifeVantage, we couldn't pay our mortgage, we couldn't buy groceries. Our 2 businesses in Honolulu are shut down. Nothing coming in. Our employees have filed for unemployment. This is real life. This is my story, but there are hundreds of thousands of stories just like that. They're now saying that June is when maybe we'll open the country. June, you know how far that is? So why not get consistent with the right behavior? You want to have that paycheck come in? You want to help others have that paycheck come in? Have cellular activation? There's no reason you should let your fear right now decipher your actions. This is the time to own up to what you signed up to do and do the right behavior. We all got you. We're all in this together. You having a hard day, someone say no, call us up. You have an amazing family here. So being consistent is doing it every day. Showing up as the baseline is the baseline of consistency. So maybe it's hard to do, you know, even if you did 20 minutes, you'll see some kind of success. Set an alarm. Set an alarm of what you can do. Look what I got. I'm going to show you guys. Let me do this. Here's my, see this? Can you see that? Consistency every day. Look at this. My focused flow, and I got exactly what I'm doing and when I'm doing it. You know why? Do you guys want to know why? Because I am a procrastinator. I would rather do some yoga, scroll through Instagram, watch a Netflix series, play with my kids, read a book, you name it. There's a million different things that you could be doing besides LifeVantage. But this, being consistent, setting an alarm, maybe it's 9 a.m. every day for an hour. Set your alarm so it reminds you that this is what you're going to do. I also heard something so great. I think it was one of these trainings I just listened to. Put your little database right by your coffee maker or your tea set or whatever you do in the morning. And every day, be consistent with writing 3 names down. Simple, simple. You're doing the action, you're going to start to get the results. That's just how it is. Number 4, have a big vision. I cannot talk about this enough. What is your vision for yourself here? Do you want to be an elite in a year? Maybe you've had a lot of trouble. Maybe you have not gotten the success you want. Can you draw a line in the sand today and decide that you are going to take the action? Step over that line, maybe right after this call. I mean, I am serious. Draw the line in the sand and decide that you're going to step over, because now people need this more than ever. It's not like before when, oh, you know, one of the people on your database is praying for an answer. Everybody, every single person, unless they're making a lot of money at network marketing, or maybe they're attached to Zoom, they're making money from all these people on Zoom. I'd say pretty much most people you know are suffering, and it's going to get worse. And if you have an answer for them to pay attention to, a distraction where they can actually make that fast start bonus next week, and they can get a check for $400 next week, that's huge, huge. So what's going to happen with your product sales? Write that down. Do you have a vision board? It doesn't take much. You can get a piece of paper and start to make a vision board for yourself. Write down what kind of product sales you want to have running through your organization. What about your rank advancements? Maybe not just for you, but maybe for whoever you have on your team. You guys want to see my vision? I'm going to share this because, you know, you guys are my people. But look, I've got a big vision board. You guys see that? Is it backwards for you? Because it is for me. But if you can see that and read backwards, I look at that every morning. I spend time every morning looking at that. Every morning. And look, it doesn't, and then I have my plan of action, because that's the thing, is you can have a vision board, but you got to have your plan of action. So we're just going to get real honest here. Look, this is where I sit every morning. Uh-oh, it changed. What happened? First exit. There we go. Thank you. Thanks, Rusty. Is that good? Okay, look. So there I got my BC2 going to Pro 5. What does it look like for my vision? Pro 6, Pro 5. Here's my my avatar. You guys got your avatar where you can see it? Her name's Frankie, or his name's Frankie. He's coachable. He has a good work ethic. He's fun. She understands leverage income, a natural leader, selfless, good sense of humor, an animal lover, seeking greater purpose. Ironically, I have 3 new people that just joined my business I swear it's from looking at that, calling that in. I got my work hours up there. I got my focus flow. I got my resolutions. So all I'm saying is to create a vision if you don't have one. Make a vision of what you want out of this business. If you're looking at it every day, it's going to start to resonate. It's going to start to happen for you. It's just the law of attraction. It's the law of the universe. It's just the way it goes. It's very real. See, I say, that's what I said. Write it down where you can see it. Can you guys believe my office is literally my entire game plan? My game plan of the daily action. So do that. Hey, I know a lot of you don't have an office. I didn't before either. So set up a tiny little area, tiny. Doesn't have to be big, where your computer, your phone, your database, and maybe on the wall you start to post little Post-its. I'll never forget Rusty Cottrell, a long time ago. We were doing some kind of thing where I'm literally getting text messages that my friend is going to enroll right now, who I've been telling about this since day 1. So don't think that people aren't looking. Someone I never thought would do this is literally on my screen right now texting me that. That's just a side note. But Rusty, do you remember that? Do you remember what you wrote me? Yeah, he does. It's going to make me cry because it was like, I was having a real hard time in my business. You remember that? Unstoppable. Yes, yeah. I think I was like a Pro 5, or I don't even know. I wasn't where I wanted to be, wherever that was. And like a lot of you aren't, right? Some of you are, some of you have momentum, you're going places, but some of you are stuck. You can't get to the next point. And I remember that Rusty wrote me on a Post-it, unstoppable. It was like one word that describes the person you had to talk about. And he wrote unstoppable. And I left that on my vision board for so long. And I looked at it every day and I said, okay, I'm unstoppable. So how do you do it? How do you get to your goal? You do the daily thing. Talk to people about it. Reach out, face your fears, follow up, close them. Ask them if they're in or out. Cool, it's not for you. Awesome, I'm gonna move on. What kind of information do you need? Well, I wanna know a little bit more about the comp plan. Send them your favorite comp plan video. Someone that you haven't talked to in a long time. Hey, how's it going? How's it going for you in Idaho? What's it like for you right now? They start to explain, oh, I lost my business, I blah, 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 and you're listening, listen. Pretty soon you're gonna hear that they are looking. At the end of the conversation, you might wanna jump on and listen to this girl's story because it just may or may not be for you, but right now this is working for people and I think you need to hear about it. You can decide, but you need to hear about it. Can you jump on tomorrow for 20 minutes? The invite doesn't have to be some complex thing, but you have to have a vision of where you're going and then do the daily discipline. Daily discipline, that's what it is. That was on my vision board for a long time until, guess what happens at day 28? It becomes habit. And that's the beautiful thing. I cannot believe it's almost 3:30. Okay, last one, taking the action. I actually just talked about that. Take the action to get to your goals. That's number 5 of leadership qualities in business. Now, this is also a really great invite, and I love this. Let me tell you about the company and the products in a minute, but first, let me tell you where we're going. Let me cast a vision. Because people, when, I love this, when Amazon started, he didn't go into these companies and say, well, I'm a book salesman and I've got a few books that you can, that you can buy on my online thing. He didn't say that. He casted a vision of where this company was going. Did you know that if you would have put $50,000 in Amazon back when it started as an investment, do you know how much it'd be worth now? You ready for this? Almost $11 billion. So what I want you to think of, because this is real, is your 1 hour you put in every day, not really seeing anything, but I'm going to keep doing what she says. I'm going to be coachable. I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to invite, and I'm going to follow up, and I'm going to close, and I'm going to keep going. You know how much my 1 hour is worth now than when I started? Crazy. 1 hour turns into 100 hours of work, of a wheel that's spinning without you, making money while you sleep. And not just for you, because that would be boring. For everybody else that decides to take action, be consistent, and be coachable. And that's it. That is what is possible here. Bigger than you can imagine, because it's not about you. It's about the people that are filing for unemployment right now, are scared in their boots because they're not sure their health is strong. They're not sure if they're going to be able to make it another month with their rent and nothing coming in. That $1,200 is like, thanks, but really $1,200? Aw, Allison Parnes, thanks. For real though, you guys, don't make this about you. If you're nervous when you pick up the phone, you're making it about yourself. Make it about other people. Make it about what they're going through. Everyone is going through stuff right now. Everybody. Look at the countries that we're in. Join a Facebook group for people in Spain and start to tell them what we have. Invite them to look at the information. You don't have to be a pushy salesperson here. Just invite them. Let them decide. There is a lot of low-hanging fruit right now of people that are begging God for a difference, or whoever they talk to. Begging. And you have the answer, and you're going to sit and you're not going to be consistent, and you're not going to be, oh, I don't want to do it today. I'd rather do yoga. No, you need to get off your butt and take the action. I'm going to leave you with this, because a lot of people may tell you, well, I don't have the money. It's true. I've talked to a few people lately. They're like, well, I don't have $600. I don't have $1,200. Even after I tell them, hey, our company is giving free starter kits out right now. It's a big deal. So this is what I'm saying. And then I'm letting them think about it. And more people are calling me back and saying, I need more information. Being broke is hard, and building wealth is hard. But you choose your hard. And it's the exact same for you who've been in the business for maybe 5 years and you're not getting the success you want. It's going to be hard. You're going to get no's. People are going to think you're crazy, but not right now, actually. People that have told me I was crazy forever are now like, sign me up. I want in. How do I make money? What's the next step? Let's do this. So you guys recruit up. Go talk to your people. I love you, and I know that you can do this. Every single one of you, I've looked, unless you're brand new, we have looked each other in the eye, and I have told you that I believe in you. You can do this. Face your fears. It's false evidence appearing real. Scared of rejection? Woo, boogeyman. No, you're scared of what it's going to be like in 3 or 4 months when you can't go to, when you really have nothing coming in. Choose your heart. Tell people that. Yeah, it's going to be hard to build wealth, but I've been broke. It is way harder to be broke. Way harder. Okay, I'm done. I love you guys. Thank you. I appreciate you guys so much. You have no idea. Like, I love you guys. It's funny. I had just real quick, personally, falling apart this morning. Literally tears, snot, falling apart. And I didn't know if I could do this today. I was like, I even texted Julie I said, Julie, can you take over today? I'm having a really hard day. Can you just help me take over? And she didn't, thank God, because I needed this. You need to show up for other people. It's important. Show up for those people that are on their knees praying right now. Don't let this pass by. Don't let your fear short sell them. Okay, you guys? I love you. I'm 5 minutes over. Sorry. And I'm going to start crying, so it's good. I'm going to get off now. Rusty, thank you so much for always being the guy that does it all. Okay? Appreciate you. Bye, everybody.